Hochul personally lobbying New York Dems as she tries to secure Hector LaSalle as top judge. That's right. Hochul is making it personal, personally lobbying. Governor Kathy Hochul is personally lobbying key Democratic senators to back her controversial nominee of Judge Hector LaSalle for top New York jurist, warning at least one she will remember who was with her. Now let's keep that up. Let's go and keep that up. Because see, this is really how politics works most of the time. Somebody is keeping score. They're not gonna say that out loud, but I'm glad I'm glad she said the quiet part out loud. Hey, I'm keeping track who with me on this and who is not. And you know what that means? There'll be repercussions and consequences if you don't roll with me. This is what the governor of the state of New York, Jumaane Williams would have been a better governor, but that ship has sailed. Now that's right, she's making it personal. So who is this judge that she wants to see have the seat? Let's put up his picture. There he is, there's the judge, looking nicely robed and everything, ain't nothing wrong with that. What makes this nomination so different? While top court nominations typically sail through the state Senate, LaSalle quickly drew opposition. Some progressive activists, union officials, and Democratic senators claim his judicial record is anti-abortion, anti-labor, and anti-due process. Now, if all of these things are true, then it should raise a red flag, and it did for these various groups. But don't forget, the governor said, like Santa Claus, I got a list. I'm checking it twice. I'm gonna find out who's naughty and nice. And naughty means challenging me. Ain't that some stuff? And she better be glad I'm not in the New York State Senate. We be doing the dance. So therefore, some liberal lawmakers who claim he's too conservative and would tilt the state's top court too far to the right. That is their concerns. Therefore, Governor Kathy Hochul and her staff are desperately trying to salvage her choice of LaSalle as he battles intense opposition from lefty polls who could succeed in making her the first ever governor to have her judicial pick to lead the state's highest court rejected. Who cares? Right is wrong is wrong. And hell, if she wrong and this nominee is wrong, according to the more progressive side and the labor unions and other activists, she ought to take another look and at least entertain their concerns. Ray, your thoughts?
Yeah, so LaSalle made a controversial ruling to protect crisis pregnancy centers, which for anyone who doesn't know, these are essentially fake abortion clinics set up mostly by right-wing Christian organizations that are usually placed right next to actual abortion centers so they can grab people out of the parking lot who are going to an appointment at an abortion center and bring them into the crisis pregnancy centers where they are shown, false information about what abortion does to the body, given just bad information in general. The images you see of like a 40-year-old in a person's womb, that's the type of stuff they're showing at crisis pregnancy centers. But I think it also raises another issue where he's a former prosecutor, and there is this pipeline of prosecutor to judge. We see it a lot in the federal courts. We see it in the state courts too. So that's what this would be. But what Ketanji Brown Jackson represented was what I thought would be a welcome shift to seeing public defenders, defense attorneys moving into these higher positions and bringing in a new perspective. But aside from her, we haven't really seen that happen. And I think this is an opportunity for progressives to lead that charge. Less prosecutors as judges, more public defenders as judges.
Yeah, agree. Or in some cases where we have some areas in this country where we have progressive prosecutors who understand that their job is not just to lock people up and throw away the key, but to analyze each and every case and mete out justice. See, that's the problem. That's not their goal. They're just trying to check off lists and build up their arsenal there. That's so absolutely. Now, various politicians are voicing their rejection of LaSalle. They took to social media to do so. So let's put up some of their tweets. Judge LaSalle is the wrong choice to lead New York's judicial branch. At a time when courts across the country are turning rightward, our great state must chart a different course. After a careful review of the nominee, I am forced to conclude he would be regressive on issues impacting women's rights, labor issues, and climate change. I will be a no on Judge LaSalle. Going further, we got Jabari Breezeport in October, November at Governor Kathy Hochul came to our communities to curry black votes. Go ahead, Jabari, to curry black votes. This week, she's tried to push through bail reform rollbacks. Hello, somebody, a Democrat, not a Republican, and just nominated a former prosecutor to our highest court. It is indefensible to ask for black votes and then work to incarcerate us. No on LaSalle. Keep that up. Jabari is exactly right. And I'm glad he laid it out there. He didn't sugarcoat it. He made it really plain, because especially since the black community unrelents in their support overwhelmingly, like the most secure voting bloc for Democrats can be found among black people. So I'm glad Jabari laid it out there. It's indefensible, Governor Hochul, to come to the black community to curry votes, to curry favor. Now you're trying to roll back some progressive agendas that they have in terms of bail reform, and then you put up this judge. And then you got the pure unadulterated nerve to say, hey, I'm watching you. I am going to see who stands with me on this and who does not. That means she's gonna seek some revenge on these folks. And then my stunt double had something to say about this, and I'm so glad she did, because she rolls like that. New Yorkers, get your Democratic Party. Please, a Democratic governor should not be nominating an anti-choice, anti-labor judge to the court. Amen and amen. We gonna keep an eye on this, and you know what, Judge Hochul, or not Judge Hochul, Governor Hochul, you ain't the only one that can keep a list and check it twice and find out who's being naughty or nice. The voters of the great state of New York need to keep a list on your behind. Y'all should have voted in Jumaane Williams, but that ship has sailed for now.